big to get this win? Obviously, even the series. And
yeah, it was huge for us, and yeah, Jake played great today, and he kept us there in the game in the end, and yeah, it was great response from us.
did you guys do anything particularly to get that good play early and to get the lead, 4-0 lead?
Of course, if you get the 4-0 lead, you should get the win. So obviously, they're a good comeback team, so we gotta be careful there and play smart.
How about you? It looked like you were playing with confidence. Did you feel more confident at all out there? Did it feel easier at all?
I don't know if it felt easier, but yeah, it was nice to get on the board and help the team that way. And but yeah, you can't control the past, so yeah, let's focus on the future.
How much of a spark does Logan's takeover bring to that line to you, Boston?
Yeah, he's a great player. He's so smart, fast, and have a good shot. So it's easy to play with him.
Essa said the other day that you take this, hard sometimes when things aren't going well. How do you battle that? I mean, do you just try and forget it all, or do you actually, drill down, concentrate more, do anything different?
Yeah, of course it's hard sometimes if it's not going away, but you can't think that too much, because then it goes quite fast. So you gotta just try to stay in there and find a way.
What happened there in the third period? Just them clawing back, it seems to be a constant against you guys.
Yeah, like I said, they're a good comeback team, so we gotta be careful there and play smarter in the end, so we don't give them a chance.
Did it feel like you were as a team, taking the foot off the pedal at all? I know that was a tough 20 games line.
I don't know about that. If we took the foot off the gas, but yeah, we're gonna see tomorrow what was going on.
Mentality now going on the road. I mean, you've been so good on the road to this point. What's the thought process going into these next two crucial games?
Yeah, we gotta play like we did in the regular season in the away games. So just stick with that. That works on the road. So just gonna get it.
Why do you feel like you guys are good on the road? What clicks for you guys there?
I don't know. I don't honestly know what's the if there's one thing for that, but I think it's just we try to play a little smarter, maybe. I don't know. And grind. I don't know.
Colorado had a good comeback tonight, but they're big guys like McKinnon with where he'll off to score shoot for the most part. What's the key to keeping those guys engaged?
Yeah, try to stay on top of them and not make the game easy for them, and don't give them too much power plays. So
yeah, be back out there to come back pretty quick.
Yeah, it felt great. That was a great win from us, and we're going to be looking for a lot of the same stuff. I don't think they can handle us when we play heavy and hard down low. So, that's kind of got to be our recipe for the rest of it.
Your line has done very well against them. Is there any key to how you match up?
No, I don't think there's any key or anything like that. But I think we've definitely done well against them, and I think just the way we play kind of breaks down what they're trying to do. So it was a lot of fun to get back out there and roll around with those guys. So we're looking to be doing a lot of the same.
I know the last game you were watching the penalty kill from the box, but what did you see, or what was so successful tonight on keeping that in the box?
I thought our pressure was great. If there was ever a ball puck or someone in a weak spot, then we were all over them. So those guys did a great job tonight. Tanny, Alindi, a couple big draws from Chubbs, Droop, Sags at the end there. It's going to take everyone to do that, and those guys are horses back there. So that was a huge night tonight.
You feel like it's going to take 4 or 5 goals a night to beat these guys?
No, I don't think so. They got some at the end there, but I thought we played a lot better of a game at the end of the period here. So they're a good team. They're going to score goals, right? So we're going to do our best to keep them in their D zone and out of our own zone. So that's all we can really do.
I know it's frustrating that they come back in the last game and the way they did tonight, but does it speak to how good your team is, that you've been able to jump out to huge leads in both games like that, play it well?
Yeah, for sure. That's something that we really preach is good starts, and we've done a great job at the last 2 games. Getting out to early leads and playing really good defense. So, and really not giving them too much, honestly, throughout the game. Like I said, they're a good team. They're going to get their chances. So we just got to limit them as much as possible.
What gives you so much confidence on the road?
I just think that, we've done it all year, right? So, it's just something we go in, we play a greasy road game and get the job done. That's something we've been doing all year, so we'll just stick to it.
What about seeing Roope have the success that he had tonight? What did that mean to the guys? I know it's...
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah, he's been right there. He's getting a lot of looks, and as a forward, in a maybe a slump, that's all you can really ask for, right? Just getting the looks, and eventually they're gonna go in. So, I thought he played a great game tonight. He was skating, he was physical, winning battles. So, we're gonna need him to be a horse, and like he was tonight.
They've been the best home team in the league. Is that a special challenge going up there?
No, not really. I mean, personally, I don't really look into that stuff. I think we got to go in there and we got to play a heavy, hard road game and, go get the job done.
At the altitude, does that do anything? Do you guys have to do anything differently when you go into that? I know you just won this game. I never really thought about that.
Yeah, no, I haven't really thought of it. No, there's nothing really crazy different. I mean, honestly, it kind of just hits you the first couple of shifts and then it's kind of like normal. So, for me at least.
Jason, what was it like to watch guys like Tyler and Roope get kind of goals and get going tonight?
Yeah, definitely added that excitement on the bench. Those guys been trying all playoffs to get that first one, Roope scored one before, but now I'm sure the momentum, that confidence is going to keep going.
Obviously, great start or great first two periods. How hard is it when they push back and get that close? I don't know what they do in particular, or was it just anything that you saw out there that allowed them to get that close?
Yeah, I think some of the breakdowns we did in the third, we didn't do in the first couple of periods. Kind of got away from that. With a team like that, they stay quick strike. We saw that in game one. So, yeah, we got to keep those details throughout the whole game and try to limit those 5-on-5 chances against.
Maybe rewording that, what's the difference in the way you're playing when you get out to a big lead versus when they're pushing back? Is it simply being aggressive and taking it to them versus sitting back, or is there more to it?
Yeah, I think it's more being aggressive. Obviously, you want to keep trying to score. These past, two games, the third period's kind of been identical. Obviously we won this one, but they came back. We're trying to weather the storm, and honestly, we had some chances in the third to kind of put the game away. And when you can't do that, the teams hang around. Team as skilled as this team, they can bite you in the butt. So I'm sure guys will keep learning from this, and going into their building, we're gonna have to take those details in there.
You just mentioned it going on the road. What about the road serves you guys so well? Worked last series throughout the whole season as well.
Yeah, I think guys are just composed. We just trust each other on the ice. We know it's going to be a roller coaster of emotions. The fans, I'm sure it's going to be loud and buzzing in there. So we just got to rely on each other like we did in Vegas. Trust our system, trust each other to make the right play, smart play, and just kind of control that momentum.
Robo, just picking up on that, games 3 and 4 in Colorado, just the air and playing up there. Is it different? Do you prepare differently? Does the team prepare differently? What are the challenges of just playing in the mountains?
Yeah, I've never really. I don't think I noticed it. I think these past couple of years we've been going there on back-to-backs, so not too much time there. But I think, we're going out there. We're playing hard. Keep the shifts short. Not trying to have extended time on the ice for our guys. So just keeping it simple and just managing. I think I don't really feel it, but obviously it's there.
It's huge. It's of course 1-1 now, and it's we know we were down to nothing against Vegas, and it's a long way from there, but it's a lot better to be 1-1 for sure, and it's huge win for us.
How important is it for you guys to hold on when they're pushing back?
Yeah, it's really important. Of course, we need to still do a little better. I think we gave a little too much time and space in the third, but you know, find a way to win the game, and that's the most important thing.
Tonight you had a lot of hard defensive minutes against the Nathan McKinnons of the world. What's it like to be able to shut those guys down?
I mean, it's not the easiest job. He's a great player, and that's a great line for sure. But you know, try to take away time and space as well as you can, and you know, it's just hard battle and a lot of skating. But yeah, it's not the easiest thing to do for sure.
Esa talked yesterday just about the pressure that's been on Roope. Have you seen it? And then how good is it to have him have a game like this? Is it fun to watch that?
Yeah, I mean, that happens sometimes, you know, have times that pucks are not going in or you don't get the assists. But I mean, he was great tonight for sure, and I think that's going to be great for his confidence. And I mean, he's been working hard and playing, I think, pretty good defensive game, but right now he got how many? 4 points tonight, and that's I think that's great for him and for his confidence.
You look at these two games. You jump out to big leads, and then you kind of give them up, or almost tonight. Like, is the lesson like when you are aggressive and forcing the play and forcing them to take penalties? That's when you have success against this team. When you maybe sit back, this is what can happen.
Oh yeah, exactly. I think we have to keep playing the same way we were in couple first periods. It's you know, it's if we sit back and give them more time and space, they're a good team and they're gonna make us pay. You know, we have to keep playing aggressive and you know, playing with the puck and try to play in their zone a little more, and I think that's the key.
You guys have been.
Teams, you think, going to be in this series? They had 2 power play goals in game 1 that shifted the game. You had 2 power play goals tonight. You know, how big is that?
Oh yeah, it's huge. It's I think special teams are really important every year in the playoffs, and it's huge. A couple big power play goals tonight and a couple great kills. So it's huge. I think we were really good at that tonight.
As you guys get ready for Game 3 on the road, what makes your team so good on the road? What makes this team special away from home?
I mean, I think we are working hard on the road a lot. We just work hard and keep it pretty simple. We don't try to do too much with the puck, you know, no stupid turnovers or anything like that. So just work hard and battle hard. Keep it pretty simple. I think that's been the key this year.
Pete, what's a lesson from the first 2 games? 2 big leads, and then they come back.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, we're going to handle those situations better. But I think the silver lining is we built 3 and 4-0 leads, so we played some very good hockey for long stretches against them. I thought tonight, you know, was better than game 1. We did most of the things that we wanted to do tonight, building that lead. The right guys scored. Got on the board for us. I really liked our game. You know, they're an explosive team, and they've got a little bit of that mojo when they get in that spot where they can kind of throw caution to the wind and just try and create. And, you know, we can be a little smarter in that situation, but you learn as the playoffs go on, and you got to win all kinds of different ways. But what I liked is the majority of our game was really good tonight, and the right guys got on the board.
After last game, you did challenge your key leaders and scorers to come out and do something for you. What was it like to watch like Tyler and Roope kind of both of them have had their chances, but to be able to finish today?
Yeah, well, critical, you know, and you know, it's hard not to wear that in the playoffs. Those guys want to win. They want to be difference makers. They're used to being difference makers. So, you know, it's critical that those guys started to score. And we got, like I said, scoring from the right guys. I mean, Roope looked like Roope tonight. You know, Miro, a couple big goals. So Tyler Sagan with a goal. So, you know, the right guys got on the board for us.
I don't know if there's a wait to get Mason back in there, but he looked fresh.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
did a
know,
great
I mean,
job.
he really looked like he was
Yeah.
could just jump in. What is his role, and how can that help you guys
Yeah.
going forward?
Well, he's involved. You know when when you're playing against Mason Marchment, like there's always something going on. But he's a big body, and this is a series where you've got to win puck battles, you got to win pinches against their defensemen, you got to hang on to pucks in the offensive zone and try and grind a little bit, and he's built for that. So nice to have him back.
Pete, you mentioned this morning, and special teams need to be better. And on this night, you guys went out there 2 power play goals, a big shorty, and shut them down on their power play.
Yeah, and critical. Like I said, Pierre, I really liked 90% of our game. We made a couple mistakes down the stretch. They grabbed some momentum, and obviously didn't handle it great. But I thought, I think when I look at the tape tomorrow, I'm going to be really happy with almost everything we did.
Pete, you talked about during the regular season that this team found different ways to win a lot of different hockey games. How important were those lessons at this time of the year?
Yeah. Well, I think our group has some composure, and we've got a veteran presence there, and they recognize that not every game is going to be perfect in the playoffs. It's about winning. We had to win tonight. I mean, we couldn't go down 2-0 like we did in round 1 and try and crawl out of that hole going into Colorado. So it was an important win. We've been the best team on the road all year, I think, including the playoffs. So excited to get in there, and they're a great home team. So it should be a great matchup here.
Pete, naturally, they thought the hit on Jamie was a little on the high side. Yeah. What was your view of it live? And do you have any concern, even though there was no penalty, that they could look at it tomorrow?
I don't. I mean, that's why we have that rule for you to look at it at that time, So they went to the tape, and, they all got together and looked at the different vantage points and decided it wasn't even a penalty. So, I think it's a dead issue.
Just to follow up on that, Pete, in the bigger picture, Janie is able to finish a check there on one of their top defensemen. Mm-hmm. The physical investment and wearing them down over the course of 7 games. I mean, obviously, when it's there, you want to see your guys take it.
Yeah, and Benner's been outstanding in this playoff. I thought against Vegas, he did it, and he did it smart. He did it at the right times. He did it clean, but his presence physically, is having an impact, for us in this playoffs in a real positive way.
That's the one thing we haven't talked about. You limited their big guys, right?
Yeah.
Their big guys weren't on the score sheet tonight. What was the key?
Well, I think the penalty kill, obviously. Otter made a couple big saves at key times when they did get looks. But again, I liked how we played. I liked how we defended as a 5-man unit. I liked how we attacked. I liked how we broke out. I think you have to, all those details. If you're gonna have, try and keep those guys contained at all, you're gonna have to have a lot of detail in your game in all those areas.